Um, Perfect. Okay, so today we're going to talk about all the things, getting started with LifeVantage so that we understand how to move forward, know the back office, understand the commission structure, how to do the jump start. That'll be super important for you newbies. Um, Mark Johnson is on here, and Sean Johnson is on here, and Marisa Maggio-Harelson. I always say her name
You
wrong,
said it
but
right. You said it right.
this is our upline, for lack of a better term. So Sean is right above me. I met Sean and Mark 7 years ago when Mark's sister came to see me just on my doorstep and said, Rachel, have you heard of epigenetics and oxidative stress and nutraceuticals and all sorts of stuff? And I was like, yeah, I know about this. And she's like, well, do you know what nerf 2 is? And I was like, nope, don't know what nerf 2 is. And she's like, you want to come to my house and see what it is? And I was like, absolutely. I was in the middle of my divorce. And so I showed up and Mark and Sean were there and I loved it. You guys know I love the science and totally was like, yep, I could use this in my own life and probably clients as well. So Mark is Sean's dad and is right above Sean. And then Marisa is right above Mark. And so I'm going to let Sean tell you about who Marisa is, and then we're going to go ahead and get started so that we get down to the nitty gritty and we don't have to be on here all night.
All right, awesome. Yes. Well, the cool part about this business too is meeting Rach, who's become one of my dearest, closest friends, and we've been through a lot together over 7.5 years. So, or 7 years. So anyway, but it's so lovely to meet you all and see you again, Caitlin. I'm so sorry I got you confused on there, and I was like, wait, I know you. So anyway, but yeah, so I'll just tell my story just a little bit so you get but 7.5 years ago I actually had a head injury. I had a 6 foot drop onto concrete on the back of my head, and doctors couldn't help me. My CT scan was fine. They couldn't see anything wrong with me, and they're like, you could be stuck like this for a while. And I had room spinning, nausea, had to be in a dark, quiet room, needed assistance to walk. Was really disoriented, sleeping 14 to 16 hours a day, had no life really. And during that time, my dad had got introduced to LifeVantage, and he was starting to tell me about it because they had to come over and take care of me. I couldn't drive. Work was asking me to file disability, yet I looked normal and doctors couldn't help me. So, um, and then I went and to learn about it, and I saw one of a testimony of a woman. You'll meet her at some point. She's amazing. But it was her testimony that where I went, holy crap, it does what? And it was, she has a neuro condition where she, or I guess where I'm, yeah, I'll leave it, the neuro condition where she had, couldn't walk without, she walked with a cane often, needed a wheelchair. And it's not a condition that you typically reverse and get better. It's something that you slow decline over years. And watching her walk without any assistance was when I went, wait, what? How is that possible? This is special. Not knowing what it would do for me, I just knew I didn't know much about the business. I just knew that I had to be a part of this. This was incredible. And then about 2.5 weeks in on the products is when my health turned around, and I went from 45% functionality to 75, 80%, where I was back to driving, I was back to work, back to working out and functioning again. And head injuries are a journey, but this definitely was the biggest help and step. And so that's where I was like, everyone has to know about this. And it's been an amazing, incredible stories from there. So that's where my story started. And I've caught this dream and this vision. And there's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of companies with this business model, but they don't have what we have. And I diving into not only just the products and seeing like we have really something special. Pharmaceuticals are trying to make what we have. But the other cool part about this is the business side, and I encourage you, and there's more, and we'll do trainings and team and stuff, but like learning about what network marketing is, and the importance and value of this business. And the big impact and what it can do for people. And so, especially now at this time, this is a real game changer for everybody. So as you all are seeing here and saying yes to. So anyway, so that's a little bit about what got me in. I'm out of Phoenix, Arizona. And just a little personal thing about me is not married. I have two fur babies. One day I want to have kids and be married, just hasn't happened yet. So I'm just a travel soul in the meantime, and I'm here in Tulum, Mexico. So again, I'm not on camera because my cell coverage is horrible. So if I try to get on, you won't hear me at all. So anyway, but you'll see me I'm back in the States tomorrow night. So that's it. So I'm going to now introduce my dad, who introduced this to me, and then Dad, you'll introduce Marisa. So my dad, he's an entrepreneur. He's probably been approached for every network marketing that exists on the planet, because he understands business. And he's the guy that you can build a multi-million-dollar business and have it flowing and in the green very fast in any state. And people come to him to help consult to build their businesses large and anyway. And so the fact that he saw this was one reason where I was like, this is interesting that Dad's saying yes to this. So that because of what he does in understanding business. So yeah. So Dad's a wonderful, amazing soul, and he just loves hard. And yeah, it's fun to do this business with him. So Dad, I'll hand it over to you.
Well, that was quite an introduction, Sean. So before I get into my story, real quick, Caitlin, Heather, whoever wants to go first, tell us a little bit about you and why Lifevantage?
Dad, you call on somebody.
Okay, Heather.
So I met Rachel a few years ago through another friend, and we connected. I understand her language. She understands mine. I work at Costco. I'm a single mom. I have 4 boys. They're all teenagers. What else? I just love the science behind it all and the ingredients in the products. So haven't done the mind body one yet. I'm waiting, but started the collagen and love that with the MFR too. So I've done network marketing in the past. I used to be a unit manager for Leah Sophia Jewelry. I did that for good 8 years. And then they just one day closed their doors, and I had multiple teams underneath me. So I know how network marketing works. Yeah, it's good to get in while you can.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We're excited you're here.
Thank you.
Caitlin, how about you?
Well, hello. I know Rachel. My kids went to the same school as hers, so we did PTA together, and just kind of connected through that, and then started a business together. And I am lucky to kind of get to know all the different things that she does and the different products that she loves. And I really love a lot of the Lifevantage products that I have tried. So when she was talking about some of this new stuff, it got me really excited and kind of interested to find out what that looks like. I'm also a single mother, and just kind of hoping that this could help supplement some things for me. So I'm excited to learn more and see what it can do.
Awesome. Well, welcome. So before I kind of tell you my quick story, you guys are really blessed to have to know Rachel. Rachel is a true gift to everybody that knows her on the planet, as I'm sure you know. So we're really blessed by Rachel. But for me, this all started with an ambulance ride. And I've always been naturally healthy and athletic, kind of do what I want, never paid much attention to what I ate, and have 5 kids. Sean's my youngest daughter, have 7 grandchildren. We're hoping for more one day, Sean, when Sean gets going. But at any rate, that's kind of I took an ambulance ride and realized, okay, maybe this health thing, I can't outrun it. It's something I should pay attention to. And I asked Sean, what should I start with? And she said, let's try hot yoga. So I was doing the 5:30 a.m. class, and Marisa was the yoga teacher. And she asked me one Wednesday morning, why are you here? And I told her, and she said, oh, well, I have something that may help you. And quite honestly, right out of the gate, I thought, oh boy, here we go. What could she possibly know? She's teaching yoga at 5:30 in the morning. But I was blessed. I had a zoology professor who taught me probably the most valuable thing I've gotten from any teacher in life. And that is that a wise man always investigates and learns and then decides, where a fool prejudges and remains a fool. And so I did the investigating and was just blown away. And honestly, this for me, I didn't have any interest in the business initially. It was purely the product, and I saw what it was doing. And as I shared it with friends and family that had issues and saw what it was doing for them, it just became an obligation. But, along with that, I started getting interested in the business because I started getting checks. So long story short, now it's really my passion, because the business is a gift. It's a true gift to be able to help people with their health and with their finances. And of course, with finances and more wealth comes time freedom. So, a lot of people need time freedom. People are stressed out, don't have enough money, not enough time. And so we have a real gift that we can help people. So that's kind of how it started. And I just want to emphasize before I introduce Marisa, she was teaching yoga. She didn't have to, this fat, sweaty old guy in her class, she didn't have to say anything to me, but she did, and I'll forever be grateful for what she did. So at any rate, she's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal leader. We're so lucky to have her. She's a true gift. She's true family now. So one thing you'll find with Lifevantage is it's a giant family of the most incredible, heartfelt, servant type leaders. Nobody cares. You mentioned you had some experience in other network marketing. Here, it doesn't matter what line you are in. Everybody helps everybody. It's a real gift of the people in Lifevantage. So thank you, Marisa, for sharing. So I will turn it over to her.
Let me unmute myself. Thank you, Mark, for saying yes, and because you said yes, look at the ripple effect that happens. And it's just so beautiful. So Caitlin, Heather, and Kelly. Kelly, I haven't met you. Are you able to share it all tonight, or just say hello, or why Lifevantage? Hi, Mickey. And so I'll share, we have a couple other people from our Lifevantage cousin families, on tonight, because they're new as well. So welcome, Mickey and Tracy, and then Kelly. Welcome. Tell me why Lifevantage.
Rachel just has told me a little bit about it, so I'm just getting started. It just got delivered to me a couple days ago, so I'll be starting with it tomorrow. So don't know too much about it, just a little bit, but I'm excited to get to know more and use the products.
So what made you say yes to being a consultant?
Just if I'm going to be getting it for myself anyway, it just makes sense. And I've done the network marketing stuff before. I was in Creative Memories for probably a decade.
I loved that. I loved Creative Memories when my kids were really little, and I was really good at it in the beginning, and then I just,
like me, I haven't touched it in 15, 20 years because nobody has time for that anymore.
Oh my goodness.
All digital.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And Dirk, thanks for being on. That's a Dr. Dirk Leverett in Scottsdale, Arizona. He's also an attorney and retired from all of that. Stop talking. Every time I get on the phone or get on a Zoom, my dog starts talking to me. So you know how it is. But thanks, Dirk, for saying yes and jumping on tonight. This is a training that Rachel has asked for her team. So I'm happy to share it more with everybody else, obviously, because we are in a time of momentum with Lifevantage, and it's truly true. Mickey, welcome. I know you might be working. I know you might not be able to pop and show your face, but she's brand new, just signed up a couple days ago under my sister Mia in the Boston area, Connecticut area. Mickey is the managing director for the eWomen Network. She's also about health and wellness and also has done network marketing. So she just started. So yes, you know, we're just super excited to have all of you here. Tracy is in Michigan. She's working. I love that. Yes, working. So she's snaking. She's trying to get on. But you know, it's really lovely to have you. Oh, I think I lost. No, there's Tracy. So that's her door. We're seeing her door. Okay, but she's in Michigan. She's never done network marketing like myself, you all. I had never done network marketing, but you know what? I love the name network marketing as opposed to multi-level marketing. I don't use multi-level marketing because I think people have such a negative connotation with that you know, and you'll hear in Lifevantage we call it multi-level missioning. Is that right? Multi-level missioning. Just because it's a mission. Lifevantage is a mission. Tracy, thanks for being on. We're excited for you. She's a dental hygienist and just ready to learn and grow as well, and has gotten a couple customers under her as well. So raving fans tend to upgrade to consultants many times. And, you know, our job here in Lifevantage is just to share the products and the opportunity to just give people information, to ask questions, to really learn how to be a great connector. And I can tell you, you know, I've got a couple seasoned people on here in two or three in network marketing. And I wasn't seasoned in this business, so I had to pay my dues. There's no shortcut. It's a 3 to 5 year plan, I think. Whether you've done network marketing or not, you know, you got to learn. And then, you know, yeah, there's people joining our company and they're rising through the ranks pretty quickly. I've always heard that, but I've never seen it until just this past month in October. And it's because, and the pre-launch months prior to GLP-1. GLP-1 was a window into Lifevantage, but we have way more products than just the GLP-1. And we'd say we are an activation nation. So, anyway, I'm going to go through some ways that you can get started right out of the gate, and a really simple system that you're going to be able to share with your team members as well. And you know, we have the Hub, which is a wonderful communication tool that I love. That it's like a news feed. It's always being updated, and it's called hub.lifevantage.com. Hub, H-U-B. Somebody wants to type in the chat while I'm busy talking, that would be fantastic. But the reason I like that is because it's just simple little things. You can see special promotions, sales incentives right off the bat. But there's also another website that's specific to our team, and someone can type that in there too, please, called onepersonbigdifference.com. Onepersonbigdifference.com is presidential leaders Michelle and Sean Poe. Welcome, Macy. I don't know you, but it's nice to have you on. Are you on my team? I want to know you. I know this team is growing so fast. I'm just trying. Oh,
She's
awesome.
under me and she lives in Phoenix.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, Macy. Wonderful. Well, but Dirk's going to have a meeting this week. I'm going to make him. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We need to get one on the books. That's for sure. We do need to get one on the books. I just came back from a retreat in Sedona with my husband. We've been gone since Tuesday. So just now trying to integrate all of that. But this is a great website. I'm going to go over this with you in just a moment. There's a little bit of an onboarding, so you have to register. So I do want everyone that hasn't already registered to do that, because you're going to get an email from them, and it may not come tonight. It's because it's not a business day, but I want you to do this tonight. I want you to go to onepersonbigdifference.com, even now while we're on this training. And I want you to take the time to register. You'll need your consultant number, and you'll need, and your email that you signed up with in Lifevantage, not any other email. It won't work otherwise. And this is a simple system to help you on board. It has got a lot of stuff on it, but just go to where you're new. I'm going to go over that in a minute. I'm going to share my screen. So really the bottom line is, in that you're going to learn that you have coupons, customer coupons. And I believe because the end of the month and the down of the website, they updated the website quickly. It was supposed to be down all day Friday and Saturday. It was just Friday. So amazing Lifevantage. So you get discount codes. There's an app. So there's a few little things we want to go down a list, and I'll show you from the One Person Big Difference or the hub, what it is. But I want everybody, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go to onepersonbigdifference.com, and then we'll go to the hub here in just a second. And you just have to do what works best for you. But I gotta say, this is our team that has tools that you can find right away. This is Michelle and Sean in their early days with Lifevantage. And they're in their 40s. I think they were in their 30s here. But onboard, to register for team onboarding site, you click here. And when you click here, it says, we're happy you're here. And you just put your name, first and last, your date of birth, just because they want to acknowledge you for your birthday, your phone number and your email, your Lifevantage account number, who your executive elite consultant is. Well, I'm going to soon say it's going to be Rachel Alani and Sean Johnson and Mark Johnson. But right now it's me. So you're going to put Marisa, Marisa, Maggio-Harelson, or even if you just did Marisa, they'd probably be okay with that. So then you press send, and you'll get an email that will eventually confirm you, and you'll be able to actually go to the onboarding. You won't be able to do this tonight, but I'm going to just show you a couple of things. So welcome to the family is, basically you click on welcome to the family, and these are what you do your first 24 hours, a little bit of mindset, listening to how to set up your back office. So things that are pretty intuitive, or I could sit, or Rachel could sit with you, but you could also do this on your own. And it's not that hard, setting up your back office. This is just to give you a little example.
Now that you're a Lifevantage consultant, we want to make sure you save the information you need. So create a Lifevantage contact, and then go to the Lifevantage website, scroll to the bottom and go to Contact Us. And then when you go to your site, in the upper right-hand corner, go to Menu, and we're going to log in. And to log in, you're going to need your account information, which is your consultant ID and the password you created. So in that contact of Lifevantage, save your consultant ID, save your password, the company phone number, and the company email, and you'll always have access to it. Once you're in, you will now be able to get all your account information. So go to Account Info. Now we're going to make sure, and we're going to go to Back Office and make sure people go to your website, they know that they're going to you. So go to the upper right, those two lines, and we're going to go to Settings. The first thing we want to do is go to Preferences and make sure you get all the communication needed. So check every one of these boxes to make sure you get company emails and communication going forward. Next, we're going to go to Business Website, and we're going to add your picture. Simply click on that little pencil, add a photo of yourself so people can see it when they go to your site. And then you can also customize your name. You can have your first and last name. You can have a business name, whatever you want to have there. That's how people will find your site. And now you're all set and ready for business. Congratulations.
See, super easy, right? But also, are these the questions we get asked all the time, right? So it's super easy that you can do this at your convenience. And then about your back office, how to share, and it tells you when you've completed, mark as complete. And then you just go to the next one, and it keeps track of everywhere that you have gone. It shows you how to set up a shopping cart, and discount codes, which as a new consultant, you get 7 discount codes for your first 7, 3 customer codes for your first 7 days, and then also 3 consultant codes for your first calendar month, first full calendar month. So I'm not going to go through all of this right now. I just kind of wanted you to see a little bit about what we have there, and it'll tell you how many lessons you have finished. And once you've finished, here's links. This is important, you all. The links are Facebook groups. Are you guys okay if I'm just talking here? My husband's also trying to cook dinner for us. Is it okay? Doesn't sound too bad. Okay, you're fine. You're fine, honey. I just wanted to. Okay, so Facebook groups, I could click on Facebook groups, and then here's a couple of the groups that are important to your business and to your people. Now, what is not on there is my team Inspired Change. So it's up to the leaders to make sure that they know to also add them, invite them to Team Inspired Change on Facebook, okay? Because that's my team, because the post group is huge. okay? And even though it's big, it's for people that are doing the business, they need to be in that too, because let's just say something happened to me, unfortunately, you know, or God forgiven, you know, we still need leadership, right? So they're amazing leaders as well. And we do different things too. We do many things that are similar, but also we do some different things too that are specific to our team. It could be specific team promotions and things like that. So there's also a Lifevantage Facebook group, a U.S. consultant Facebook group, the U.S. consultant. This is a public group. The Lifevantage Facebook group here is for consultants, customers, and guests. So they can learn a lot about Lifevantage just from what corporate promotes. And I'll just kind of show you briefly, but it's good. So they can get an idea and you can tag them on that. But listen, I personally stick to I use the Lifevantage Consultant Facebook group for my consultants. I don't really add people to the Facebook group because we have GLP-1, we have Vitality Living, and where is Vitality Living? There it is. So through Vitality Living, you're never going to be able to get a link. But if you click there where it says click there, it's going to talk to you about it, and it's going to make sure that you know about this page, because it's a
If you
secret
need to
group.
invite somebody to Vitality Living,
Just listen to the first 30 seconds.
you go to Vitality Living, and then up here in the right-hand corner, it says invite.
That's how you would
There
invite
used to
someone.
be a selection that said invite with link, but you can no longer do that. So the only way that you can invite with a link is if you're already friends with the person, or if you have their email. So if you want to send it out to a bunch of people, you need to get their email, and then you can click this and send it to their email. Otherwise, you have to hit invite Facebook friend, and you do have to be their friend in order to add them to the.
Okay, you get an idea. This is a portal. This is a really good funnel system, Vitality Living. We have like almost 20,000 people in that group. And I just remember seeing it grow, like how much it's grown. I remember like 300 people in it to now. It's just crazy. But anything anybody wants to know about any one of our products are in Vitality Living. GLP-1 is an education group specific for GLP interest. Now, what I would recommend is when you add someone, you need to let them know the person an MC2 or higher in Lifevantage. So you may not know what that means right now, but just right now, let Rachel and Sean know, and we will make sure they get approved, okay? So that's really, really important, because otherwise in Vitality Living and in the GLP-1 group, they will just stay in a holding tank, and they're actually going to be removed after 4 days. So if we don't know to look in there, and trust me, I am trying to look every single day, but sometimes the list gets really long and it takes time. So as you all become more and more leaders, you're just to say, hey, I just invited somebody, like, you know, Tracy and Macy and Caitlin and Heather, you know, put us on a group chat and just say, hey, you know, I've added somebody there, can you approve? And it'll get done, I promise you. All right, so if you know people in Canada, here's a Canadian Facebook group. If you know people in Australia, New Zealand, here's also a Facebook group. So when you're done with all that, you mark it as complete, okay? So these are just some basic getting started, and you can go back and learn. The links you need is very important. So really, that's what I do want to share with you is I'm trying to find, I just found it in here earlier today. And it's really your, it's like a launch sheet. And I just found it. Oh, so if I also click on tools, I can find out all the Team One Person Facebook page, a memory jogger, different things like that people can, have daily action plan. You might have your own, like here's a daily action plan to give people an idea. 5 new invites, 3 new people, I gave them a tool to watch. You know, I introduced them to 3 people. These are just little action things for you, a way to log what you're doing. Are you into social media? If you are, here's some ideas that you can do. But we have a huge even social media training on this website. But right now, what I would just say is you want to write down a list of people, and you may have already done that, that you're wanting to contact. And here's a contact tracker if you need something like that. Name, invite, did you introduce them to a tool, a video or something? Your boards app, Mark might even talk a little bit more about that. Your boards link, or, and what was the outcome? We always say, add, tag, and message. Add someone to Vitality Living and tag them and then message them, but you can't tag them until they actually, so you're going to message them and let them know that you've added them to the group, but then tag them on some of those posts. That's really, really important. Okay. So you can click on certain, these are just little basic tools, but bottom line is those are your basic tools. You got to learn how to send a shopping cart link. You're going to learn that through the Welcome to the Lifevantage family. Basic links that you can be a part of our pages, our team broadcast group, Telegram. There is a Telegram group for the Pose One Person Big Difference, for One Person Big Difference social media shareables, which you're going to get all those and links that you need. So when you go to links that you need, I don't know, Telegram, there it is. So you go to Telegram and you can look at that. You can click on One Person Big Different family communication line. I personally, you have the power to add people to mine, Team Inspired Change on Telegram. All you do is go to Telegram, and I'll show you in a minute how you do that. So here is allow. I'm allowing, I'm going to join the channel, but I'm already in onepersonbigdifference.com. So I get to see some of the things that that we have been posting and what meetings are coming up. So it's so funny. I do watch this, but it's on my computer. On my phone, I'm all up to date. But One Person Big Difference shareables, there's a link for that as well. So if I go back to the hub, maybe, come on. I mean, not the hub, One Person. And let's say I'm going to go to Telegram. I want to join social media shareables. That's ready to use pictures and videos and reels for you all to have fun on social media. It's already produced. So now it'll ask me to allow. You're going to be in the group now, and there's all kinds of videos that you can use that, maybe it's something like this.
But you need to know what they are, because when
it depends on what you're trying to do, but there's a lot of GLP. Here's some fun things for GLP, gives you some good information, and then have fun, throw yourself in there too. But and if you click on the top, the title, and you click on media, my goodness. I don't know who that was, but okay. So if you click on media at the top, when I clicked on the title, I know this is kind of small. Look at all the different media. I mean, that just gives you a scan. Let's say, oh, I need to find somebody, that's lost weight. Oh my gosh, look at Andrea. She's looking really, she's been journaling herself for a while and she's starting to lose weight. Or here's somebody. So maybe I want 3 pictures and I want to use them on my story. I can download them. Or maybe I just want to educate people about the 10 key benefits of GLP-1 activation. And there's all these different things and they look really good. So have fun with this, okay? There's audio, there's video testimonies. Some of it may resonate with you and some of it won't. That's the beautiful part of all of this. You've got Marilee Marisich talking about—
I can't decide if I want to call this new GLP-1 activator the Muffin Top Melter or my new BFF.
So I mean, there's really a lot of fun. If you want to have, there's Tyler Daniels talking, who's a presidential leader in our company. Or, Shauna Mucklow, who's lost a lot of weight on this GLP-1 and her journey has been amazing. So there's things like that. There's education. I interviewed, this is something.
Hello, I'm Lourdes, and I am going to be sharing my experience with
So, there's things you can use, okay? Does that help you a little bit with Telegram? So if you're not in Team Inspire Change, then somebody's gonna add you, and they can add you by going to the top, and they can click on add. And then they would just add you, and you would be a part of our team, okay? All right, so hang on. Here we go. Go back to this. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this website, but I wanted to just let you know that eventually you might need it. I don't use it every day, but the kind of cool thing is when you're new, there's some basic things that you need to know to help you get started. The hub is also the Lifevantage hub. I could go to the hub right here, and you can save this on your screen on your phone, just like you should be saving. And I think there's a video in One Person Big Difference training website on how you save a website to your home screen and it looks like an app. So all of my Lifevantage things are in this business folder that I named Lifevantage. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got my site, my own website. So I go to marisaharelson.lifevantage.com. And now, instead of having to type that in all the time, it's right there on my phone like an app. And I just click on it, and then it opens up. Okay? So here's the hub. You can spend a little time if you want to learn more on the compensation plan. A lot of these things are on our website, but a lot of them aren't. And I love the hub. If you read more, load more, it's going to always give you, here's, so when I went to the main page, you guys, the main page of hub.lifevantage, and I scrolled down to quick links, there's some really good quick links right there for you too. And we have a podcast that you can learn a lot as a leader to grow your business. There's a launch guide that also is really cool that talks about getting started as well with Lifevantage. And to be honest with you, I think since they re-updated this since last week, I haven't been able to find the launch guide on here, but the Pros have one in theirs. So it's just basically writing names down and checking off who you've got. So you might have your own system, but you definitely don't forget the codes. Don't forget that the customer codes will expire on 7 days after you enroll, but I think it's different. I think you're going to get them the 4th of this month as a new consultant because of the month end and because the site was down. You can learn more about the compensation plan, how you're seasoned network marketers, so you know what to do. Now, you know what to do as far as hosting, if you're hosting an event, or if you don't, I'm here to help you and show you. I would recommend another website that when you're posting meetings, go to bigbluecalendar.com, bigbluecalendar.com. This website is awesome. So you can see a full USA calendar of things that are going on in the USA. Or let's say I want to know what's going on, or I want to add an event. If I add an event, it's intuitive. You just click on add event, and then you put who's the host, what's their email or phone number, and if there's an executive leader presenting or whatever, and the address in this line here, and then any additional information could be, bring Axio samples for your guests and collagen, or park near the gate and walk up the road, or whatever, little things like that. Event date, what time, the date. It's just very intuitive. But then scroll to the bottom, and then you're going to hit send if it lets me. I've got all these toolbars right here I think I have to get farther down into that for it to do that. But that's a really good place. And so let's say you're in Utah. I'm not sure if Utah's been active. We're revitalizing this website, you guys. I just want to tell you, I'm clicking on view by state. And since COVID, people were not using it. But now with us being in momentum, I don't see any November dates on here. So we got to get some November. But October, there were a lot of different events. And sometimes, there's we have a WhatsApp group for Arizona meetings too that a lot of people use, but whatever system you find is really the one to use. But I would just say if you are hosting a public event and it's, even if it's a weekly Zoom, you want to put this on there. I'm really surprised that Lifevantage, they had all of the Lifevantage, wait, let me just do all corporate events. Yeah, they post all of these on here. So, usually they do, like October, so maybe it's not updating now since the new update, but they had every one of our calls on, maybe that was, I have it clicked on the wrong thing, corporate events or convention bulletin board. I don't know, but they had everything on here. I'm not sure what's going on right now, so sorry about that. I'll check more into that. But literally, United States, let me click back on US and see what came up. You would think United States, where is that? Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here. I'll find it later. So, it is a great little hub. It is great to post things, because what happens is other people from other markets, there it is, view all. My goodness. Okay. So you can see right now, view all, and these are corporate events that are online. So literally Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, you can join Lifevantage Live and they give you trainings. So I would spend some time, that's what I just didn't have it clicked on. View all is what I did. And here's November. And so this is what, all these things that are going on right now. And then they will update it. If you've got a meeting next week that's coming up, add it in there and it'll get on there. Okay. All right. Questions so far? No questions so far. Okay. All right. Let me go back to the hub. Okay. So I'm actually back on to 1% big difference. To me, next steps, you completed the onboarding, now learn and share, okay? So you would mark as complete, and then you're just gonna start sharing it. Bottom line, this, the people to people, belly to belly, or social media, whichever ways that you want to build the business. And there are, if you're into social media, there is a social media tool down here. And I just want to show you this. This is important because a lot of people are wanting to build their businesses online. Maybe they don't know how. Well, guess what? This is a really good place to start. The Power of Social Media with Ray Higdon, top network marketing trainer, setting up Facebook and basic train. Some basics here. If you're already ahead of the game there, perfect. You may not need that. But somewhere in here is you get 30 days of social media training if you want. And that's where I've got to really find where this is. And it might be because I've done it and it's not showing anymore.
It does
But
show
it
up
gives
in
you
the
an
Facebook group though, Marisa. I saw it.
In the One Person Big Difference Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because I know it's on here too at some point, because it says, sign up for 30 days of text messages where they actually give you an idea of social media and you can check it off and it'll check in with you. Yep. Mark, did you have something you wanted to say? No. Okay. All right. So when I click, let's see what happens when I click. There it is. Okay, I knew I saw it. All right, guys. So when you're on the main web and you're just entering the training, it says, welcome, getting started, social media tools. This was an old site for a lot of education where the science and studies are. Well, they're also on this new updated onepersonbigdifference.com. But I like this because if someone's new, like Tracy is new and has never done social media, this was a great place for her to start. You can download a guide here and it gives you tips on how to do things. And it also, as Rachel said, on the website, oh my Lord, download guide for free. So text me, here you go. For the best results to grow your following and build your business, click here to opt in for 30 days. I found it. That will offer tips and help you in posting. So that might be something you want to do, because you don't want to be posting every single day all business stuff, right? You want to let people understand who you are, unless you're in a specific group that's, about all of that. I'm going to stop share here. I'm going to answer any questions for you, or if you know how you're ready to get started, getting started, writing down names, literally being in action, and invites. If you need some help on invites, what kind of invites, how to say what, I'm here to help you. I would download the app. Have you downloaded the app yet? Awesome. And you can set up some goals in there as well, in the app. And if you want your upline to see that, they can do that as well. Yes, the WhatsApp meetings group is really, in Arizona, is very, very, very helpful. So there's a lot. The thing I would just say is, look, put your blinders on. There's a lot going on in Lifevantage right now. And all you have to do is say 2 a day, every day, 2 a day, every day. When it comes down to it, who are the 2 people you're reaching out to today? And how are you reaching out? Yes, Dirk.
Boy, that was quick. Yeah, one of the things that I would say to the new people, something that I was told when I was given all this information, because there is a ton here, is just start clicking on stuff and playing with it. You can't break any of it, and a lot of it's gonna seem really hard to understand until you play around with it and just see where it takes you. It's not gonna, nothing's gonna break, nothing's gonna, corporate isn't gonna come and take away your ID number or anything. And that's really the easiest way to learn how a lot of this stuff works. Just start clicking through all this training, and it is pretty self-explanatory once you start rolling through it, but it seems like a lot when you're just looking at it from the outside. So that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And it's really important that you don't, I try to say, don't use the overwhelmed words. Don't use overwhelmed, just use, I'm in inspired action mode. Whose life can I bless today? How can I connect with people? People are talking about their weight. They're talking about not feeling good, aches and pains, or not having enough vitality, and say, oh my gosh, I found something I think could really help you if you're open to taking a look. Would you be open? And when it comes to business, I gotta say, you just have to, if the perfect opportunity were to come your way, would now be a good time to take a look. Because if you want to be ahead of a trend right now, there's an incredible opportunity that I know about with this publicly traded company. It's debt-free and has a breakthrough product and an opportunity of a lifetime, really. Would you be open to taking a look? And it's your posture and it's your energy. And then if they say yes, great, set up a time. You're not there to give them the presentation right there when you're doing the invite, because you don't want to do it by yourself. And that's really something I want to hone in on. This is not a business that you do by yourself. This is a business you do with others. It's really important that we call it third-party validation. And for those of you that are in network marketing, you know what this is. But for those that don't, it's really important. I use it to this day. I had 3 women on a Zoom yesterday that I brought in Joanne in our upline, because one of the women has her own boutique and they do the injections for losing weight. And she also coaches people. She's really a good health coach, because a lot of these people that are getting injections don't get any kind of health coaching. And they're just say, here, go shoot yourself up or whatever. So it's her passion to educate, but have an option for those that don't qualify for the injections. And of course, why, if you don't have to do the injections, right? You want to be natural. So, that although I know all the I don't say I know it all, but I'm just saying because I'm pretty seasoned in this business, I still wanted third-party validation for this new consultant, even though I was her third-party validation. This other woman had a lot of science questions on gut and brain health. So I just asked Joanne if she was available, and she was. So she jumped on. And it helped so much. And I learned so much because then she talked about another study that I hadn't heard about. And the ladies wanted to know about that study. So I sent that study to them today because Joanne sent it to me. So that's, these are the things that you learn a lot too. And when you have a question for, for somebody like you have a new team member and you're trying to answer that question, add your mentor on there so that they're in the loop and it's a teaching moment as well. So, so that we're all learning and we're all on the same page. We can talk a little bit more about that later. But bottom line is find out your why you want to do this, what your goals are. Joanne's info in the 4-minute video. I don't know. There's a 3-minute video that's great, but I don't know that she talks about that study. But it's a good study. I'll find it while somebody else is talking if they are. But we have so much, and we have so much to be grateful for. You guys, many lives changed in 1 month in Lifevantage. Like, it's been changing. But I can tell you that Rachel's life changed in 1 month because she said yes to Lifevantage. And she's been in this business for 7 years. And has not really built because of life, right? She's built here and there, and I've seen customers in her business, but she decided that people needed to know about this. And she is of influence, and her life changed in 2 weeks. And it's a beautiful time to be a part of this company. And we're here to help you. And you're not here alone. I promise you, I had no experience in this industry. And I was like innocent on fire. And I got a lot of no's. And just no, we all know the word no. But no doesn't mean no. No means they're saying yes to their life. And they're just saying not now to you right now. So don't take it personally. It's not personal. It's just that people are busy, and nothing's going to change. People's lives are not going to change when they say I'm just too busy. People find time for something that they're passionate about. But I can say, if we're not doing backflips over where we want to be financially in 3 to 5 years, we need to take a serious look at this business, because I don't know any business that has paid me what I'm, and not just me, but you all too that are doing this business, that can give you opportunities to create the life that you want. And I'm passionate and committed to each and every one of you. And those that brought you in, I'm passionate and committed to you as well. So you're not just signing up under somebody and that's it, and good luck. We don't do that, but you do have to plug in. Please come to the events. Make sure you're registered for Global Convention. If you don't know how to do that, go to the bottom of your website under events and sign up for Global Convention in Salt Lake City in your hometown. How nice. April 24th through 26th. It will sell out. And then you'll be in a room that will be not in the main room. And you'll be listening to it with speakers, because this is a different company than it was 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And it's really an exciting time. I mean, many of us who've been in this business for years have just kind of been waiting. And I can tell you, Sean and Michelle have never missed an event. I don't think Dirk's ever missed an event. And, the power of events. Why tell the power of events? Anybody? Dirk, Amy, or Dirk, or Mark, or Shawnee?
Well, I mean, Yeah, like you said, we all hear no, we all get banged up and beaten down, and then you show up at the event, and essentially you're surrounded by people that are nothing but positive, and it kind of reminds you, why you got into this. Most of us got into this for a number of reasons, but a lot of it was just, the interaction and the time that we spend with each other. It's funny because, like, you said I'm, attorney and doctor, and I spend all of my time with professionals, and they're all a bunch of downers. Um, I have so much more fun getting together with the people at these events, and you see people that you haven't seen in months or years, and it's always just so uplifting. And you walk away from there with not a sense of urgency, but a sense of excitement about what you're doing again, and that fires you up and it gets you running again, and it keeps you from doing something stupid.
It's amazing. Oh, good.
Events are amazing. Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. No, events really are everything. They reduce the learning curve. I mean, we've got a runway to get to April, but they really reduce the learning curve. It's a way to connect with the community, connect with different doctors and leaders, literally from around the world. I mean, Sveta Silverman who's on another leg, and Marisa, and even connecting with her. And, I had a family thing, she was there, and Dirk, we're cross-line and we all help each other. And so getting to the events is so much about the people and learning about the products, meeting the scientists and connecting, see how other people build. I mean, we all have our own unique thumbprint. We all have our unique brand. We have our own unique piece that we bring to this world, and talking to others that they might build or resonate or post in a way that resonates with you, and you just connect and now you get to have a cross-line partner and learn from, and it's just amazing. Events are everything, and cast that vision where you want to get as many of your people at the events as well. It's not just you attending, it's get as many of your people there at the events as well.
Perfect. And the more you have, you don't want to go there by yourself. I mean,
Exactly.
If you do, you do, but you won't ever want to do that again.
Yeah.
And
just if I could throw out a little bit more, corporate, I'm thinking back on just the recent event in Kansas City. I went there with a lot of questions about the new GLP-1 product, and corporate did just a remarkable job of presenting, what they developed, how they developed it, what we can and can't say, and how to present it to people. Amy wasn't able to come, and when I got home, she's like, "Well, was that a good trip? I mean, were you glad you went, even though I wasn't there?" I'm like, "God, yeah. I mean, that was extremely important in understanding what we have, because otherwise, I mean, people ask you questions, and you don't want to just look at them like, I don't know." And corporate does a remarkable job every time they bring out something new of getting the information to us in a form that we can not only digest ourselves, but then use to grow our business. So they were really good.
Thank you. Any questions?
So Marisa, I'm wondering if you can quickly go over, or maybe Mark do this, basic comp plan stuff. They don't know anything about that. They don't know how to get paid. Like, they know nothing, because I don't know any of that. All I do is sell, and somehow it comes into my PayPal.
Well, and that's really what you want to focus about right now.
Yeah, but if they don't have it set up, it doesn't ever come into PayPal.
Well, I don't, there's Hyperwallet. So you have to get your first paycheck. They will send it to you, and then you can set up, I think you'll get an email, and it's a Hyperwallet account, and they pay you through Hyperwallet. Now, I would recommend have it transferred from Hyperwallet to your bank account or savings account ASAP, because you never know what hackers can do. They're amazing, right? They just have so much, knowledge, weird knowledge. But
You can set it up to auto deposit as soon as it hits to a certain
small
amount
fee
for
for
that
each
part.
time, but it's so worth it.
$1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my people are mostly concerned about comp plan. They have zero clue about comp plan. Like, how do they accelerate? What's the whatever speed start or whatever it's called?
Okay. I can answer it, or anybody else. Mark, if you want to, it's up to you. You're a numbers man, but
Well, let's keep it really simple because the comp plan is amazing. But the way to think about it is when you sign up a customer, you're going to get a commission for that customer initially, and then you're going to get a commission every month thereafter. So if you want to make money fast, my suggestion is to do, you do a simple invite. We have the beautiful GLP-1 product to do an invite on, and people know what that is, GLP-1. All natural, organic, no shots, no drugs, no side effects. Rachel obviously can help you with that. We'll call it the first paragraph, and then people are interested. And then I'm going to put together a tool for you guys that you'll have tonight. That'll just be a link. It'll have your picture and it'll have everything about GLP-1, and you just send it to people, and they can actually click the link and order from that you send to them. So it'll be a tool to help you get started, really fast.
Are you able to share your screen, Mark, and kind of show them? I'm a visual person.
I can.
Yeah.
You
That
show
way
that.
you can see Maurice's. And
Okay.
if you have like the comp plan pulled up on your screen so that they
I'm
can.
going to do that. So here's my website. I'm scrolling down to the bottom. I'm going under Evolve. Consultants, Evolve Perks, Business Opportunity, all of that, okay? So I'm going to Evolve. And also your first 90 days, you guys, we do need to talk about this. You can earn a lot of money. There's all kinds of bonuses. So this 12-minute video, I would highly recommend listening to with Jake Hines from corporate. And it's going to tell you in a nutshell, give you a Cliff Notes version of the comp plan and the 9 different ways we pay. Where
as long as you're active, you'll always
where customer gatherers earn money right away. But as you build a team, it's going to open up and you're going to go, you can download a booklet on this, or you can also read this if you want. And it seems like I look at this and my eyes are like a deer in the headlights. But if I click on Evolve Perks booklet, and I'm going to give you an overview of what we're doing. So, here's little messages. It's a lot. So your path to success is basically you want to get customers involved in the business. Now it's hard to see all this right here, but down here at the bottom right, can you see that okay, everybody?
I can't see it.
Can you see it?
I mean, I think I know what it says because I've seen it before, but I can't see it.
All right, hang on, let me just see something if there's another place where it shows, but I don't think that's hold on.
Are you able to blow your screen up a little bit?
It is
Or no?
blown. It's
Oh, okay.
hold on. It's all the way big. Yeah, it's all the way big. But this is going to show you how you can earn different customer bonus tiers, where from 500 to 999 customer sales volume points, you're going to earn an additional 5% on top of the 10% that you're already getting. We all get 10%, no matter if it's a customer or a consultant, when we sign up a customer or a consultant. But as you start getting a bigger customer database, you can earn up to 30% commission. There's different tiers that unlock 5% each time. So now you're getting, when you become an emerald seller at 1,000 volume, another 5% unlocks. So you're getting a 10%, you're getting 10%, and they call it 10%, but you're getting now another 10% bonus. Is that a screw up? No. Yeah, 20. So when you're a diamond seller, you're getting 20% more on top of the 10. As a sapphire, you're getting 15% more on top of the 10. As an emerald seller, you're getting another 5%. So you're getting now 20%. So you start at getting 10 as a brand new customer. Then you add another 5% when you become an Onyx seller. So you're getting 15% bonus. Then they add another. So you're getting now 15%. And then they're adding another 5% on top of this. So now you're getting Oh my God, I can't even talk. It's been such a long day. You're earning 10% off the top. When you add 5, you're getting 15. When you add another 5, you're getting 20%. When you add another 5, you're getting 25%, so that you're earning 30% commission. There you go. When you become a diamond seller. Okay, does
I have
that
a
make sense?
question.
Yep.
So if I'm going to be spending money on the products for myself, I want to make back what I'm spending. So as an example, if I'm going to be spending $300 on myself every month, I want $300 back. So I would need, how, like, can you give an example of how many
Yeah, you're
customers
gonna
I would
need
need?
about, you're probably gonna need about 8 or 9
And they all need to
customers.
be doing, they can just do a vary of the total amount. It doesn't have to be like the collagen every month. It can be
Yeah, they
whatever
can
they
do.
want.
So let me just give you this example. I'm a visual person as well. So let's say you have 7 friends. You're spending, let's say you're spending $275 a month. And this is an example of the Protandim, the 152 volume is an example of Protandim and GLP-1. It can be anything. Collagen and Protandim is 140 volume. So you're roughly making $275 a month on 7 friends that you've gotten on the products that are spending roughly, you know, $200 a month probably, and you're covering your costs. Now, you can add a little bit more if you're spending more than that, right? But it's giving you a ballpark figure. So if you want to make a little more than that, here's 720, it's just like showing you how you can make 1,400 a month, because now you're going to be a diamond seller, right? And so you're now making this really nice paycheck. And you know, we have people that are double and quadruple diamond sellers. So you just think of all that volume and times the 30%, and you're making a pretty darn good paycheck just from being a customer gatherer. So I'm focusing on just customers right at the moment. Let's say you now, Heather, have brought in a friend and she wants to do the same thing you're going to do. Now, you know, this is going to take time. This isn't going to just happen tomorrow. But then you're making over $22,000 a month. Let's say you get another friend to do that. You're now making over $30,000 a month just on the customers. When you get people that are starting to do that, I mean, you're not getting paid frontline on your consultants' customers, but you are getting volume from them, right? And getting paid on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So our orders count as well.
Your orders count towards your sales volume. They do not count toward the customer sales profit.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so let me go back to Evolve. So I would recommend download, this one is probably the easier one to look at.
So Marisa, so you're saying, I mean, all of them kind of like first goal would be about $300 a month just so that it pays for their product, right? So
yeah,
you're
just say my goal is 10 new customers this month.
right.
Just
Keep
go
it
for it.
like good because you don't know what they're going to order. So if you have a customer goal of 10, what's the bonus on top of that for the first 90 days? Because they have some sort of jumpstart bonus where you make more
Right.
money during the first 90
Right.
days.
So it's new. This is started November 1st. Sharing bonus, it's called the launch bonuses. No more fast track. We have no more
Oh,
fast
okay.
track.
Okay.
So it's but it still, you know, kind of keeps you in that 90-day mode. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So the consultant path, I'll get there. You guys are starting as brand new consultants. You're in the green. Our foundation rank is senior consultant 1. That's 2,000 group sales volume, 2,000. See that group sales volume? 2,000 right here. Okay. 1,500 can come from your customer bucket if you want, but you got to find a consultant at least outside that 1,500 to qualify you to be a SC1, our foundation rank. Your goal should be to be a senior consultant 1 within your first 90 days. Okay, that's what if you're really seeing the business part of it. Okay, and then, you know, there's 3 levels or 4 levels for brand new consultants, right? This is just kind of getting started, but hey, consultant 3 is pretty darn good because you've got 1,000 organizational volume points coming through your business. $750 can be from your customer bucket, and then the other $250 has to come from an outside source, so most likely a consultant. Then we have 3 levels of the senior consultant level. That's like being in junior high school, middle school, to where you're now earning a little bit more money. And then managing consultant's a big deal. Getting you to a managing consultant 1 is about 10,000 organizational volume points coming through your business. And when you maintain that rank for a total of 3 months, they fly you. Well, you guys won't be flown, but you'll go to the mountains, Park City, or some nice little resort in Utah, and they spend a weekend with you, and it's amazing. You get training, you get mentored by other executive leaders, and you get to have a lot of fun. They do excursions and fun things like that. It becomes a lot of fun. In the meantime, you'll be earning trips to go on incentive trips with Lifevantage. So we want people to be on a subscription. I've never sold retail. One-time orders, I just don't do it. And I'll tell them this isn't a 1-month thing, but if they are set on just trying it for a month, still sign them up as a subscription and say, we can always cancel it right away, and then you can put a note in your calendar to check in with them. I personally, you guys, when I'm signing up people, I can send them a shopping cart all day long, and you might be that kind of person that you send them a shopping cart, and they might be that kind of person to do that. But maybe it's people my age, they just don't do it as much. So I end up signing them up myself, and for their password, I usually give them their first and last name, all lower letters, or have a word that that you're going to know all the time to be able to go to. But I'll do that because a lot of times I just go into their account and I can help them. I personally like to do that. You may not like to do that. If that doesn't speak your language, then don't do it. So with the customers, I'm going to go to the, see that this looks so much better on the screen. So I'm going to get to the sharing bonuses, okay? To the launch bonuses.
Okay.
Okay. So this is all new, and I'm not an expert, but I'm learning. I know that there's the sharing bonuses can really you've got 3 calendar months. So if you came in October, you have now November, December, and January as your first full 3 months. And this is basically, it rewards you for selling to new consultants and helping them make early sales, okay, for customers. And you can get up to a maximum of $100 per newly enrolled consultant, meaning they're going to give you a 10% additional bonus for anyone that you bring in into your organization and their customer sales, maxing at $100. Okay, so that's an additional little bonus. So here's an example. If you sell 250 sales volume of products to your new personally enrolled consultant, but then your new consultant sells 500 to that personally enrolled customer, then you're going to get 10% of that 10% bonus on the 750. On the 750. Yeah, because it's 250. See that? Because you sold 750 of the product, so you're going to get 10% in addition to their 10%. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here's another example way of looking at it. If the newly enrollment, you earn 10% of the customer volume, $75 bonus. So you can just earn bonuses. You want to get to, and if you rank advance in your first 90 days, you're going to get another bonus, and it's a $150 bonus, which is pretty amazing. Seriously, guys, I would think about that too. This stuff starts adding up. I had a new consultant, literally wasn't looking in her hyper wallet. She has a full-time job. And about a month ago, she texted me and said, oh my gosh, I just found $6,000 in my hyper wallet. She wasn't even worried about the money. She was just in action. So these are the things that you can rank advance, and you can get in your first 90 days, you'll get an extra little bonus. As your business, and I don't want to go too deep into this because this is going to put deer in the headlights, but I know you have network marketing experience, so I do want to go over this, and I will remind you to listen to that 12-minute video tonight with Jake Hines from corporate. But this is a great pull out And I actually have a little note in my notes saved that has a little notes that show me at the end of the month, okay, I need to tell this person that they are so close to hitting SC3 that maybe they need one, one more consultant to hit that SC3. It's going to show them, how many, the maximum volume rule. I'll show you that in just a minute. And wait, where is that?
So Marisa, I just want to keep on like goals. You're doing great, but I just want to okay, we're focused on getting 10 customers. That's our first goal. What associated with that to get to SC1, what is the total that you need? Don't break it all out, but what's the total?
The total that you need for SC1, 2,500.
Okay.
2,500. Yeah, 2,500. And that's not in this one. It's in this, where's your cap?
But it's important to have at least one consultant under you to get to that rank.
Yes, it is. Here's let's go back to that one. This one's a good one to take a picture of, do a screenshot of, save it in your Lifevantage business file folder that you have, that you will create, so that, and I also have it saved in notes written out saying, oh my gosh, she's almost at SC3. And it shows me 6,000/4,000. And it's going to show me that she needs 6,000 and 4,000 can come from one leg. It's kind of a little go-to that I have if I don't have my book with me, which I usually have my book with me all the time, because, I can't always remember all these things off the top of my head. And I like to have them right at my fingertips though, so that I can give my team an answer right away. Your goal is to get to senior consultant 1. Sorry, it's 2,000, not 2,500. I want to get you to senior consultant 2. Blow through SC1. Blow through SC1. So SC1 is 2,000 and SC2 is 3,500 with 2,500, sorry, coming, see that I have to look at it, with 2,500 coming from one leg. Your goal is to get to SC1. You could do it, not in 90 days, these girls that I know that are on this call. You could do this a lot sooner, that. And that's pretty magnificent. And 1,500 can come from one leg.
And that's just, it's volume. And if you think about, well, each one of us is spending 300 to 400 a month. You don't need very many people to get there.
Right, exactly. So there's, we can talk more about the comp plan, but I don't want to, just go dive deep here. Let's do that another time if you want to break down even more. But literally just be in action and things unlock and unfold for you. But you will get the 150 bonus when you hit SC1 before. And if you, it used to be, and I don't know, I have to get clarity on this. If you hit it even in your first month, you get an additional bonus. There was an accelerator bonus, but I think they've taken it out. This just started, you all, November 1st. So that's why I'm trying to get, I don't think they have the accelerator bonus anymore. Yeah, okay. So you're seeing it. It's the launch bonuses. Those are the extra bonuses. And your goal is to get to SC1. It's like it's like your foundation. You built the foundation. You probably have a consultant here, and hopefully they're wanting to do it with you. There's examples of how we pay and active compression. We also give a leadership matching bonus. When you really start, you have to be a managing consultant too. So let's just kind of bite one piece of the elephant off at a time. But managing consultant 2, you have to be, that's 20,000 organizational volume points coming through your business. And then you start getting matching bonuses on your team, and it'll tell you how deep it pays. We pay 9 levels deep in the unilevel, but this pays a max at 7%. But it shows you the levels you're making on your team members, okay? It's your first consultant in any leg in your team with a paid as rank of at least, they have to be MC1s or higher. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. This gives you examples of that. And then when you hit the executive ranks, it's pretty dang nice, you guys. This is why I think Lifevantage has such a beautiful culture, because we all become in each other's organizations. They take 4% of the global revenue and they put it in a pool and they divide it among the executive leaders, which EC1, which Isa on my team just hit the end of October, she will get 1 share. And I'm just going to say this, she shared with me today, you guys, this was a great, you'll meet Isa. She said, let's just say, I said, how was your check this month? She goes, let's just say I made more money than my husband does in a month. And I mean, that's crazy. Like, lives are changing big time. And I have been EC2 for about 3.5, 4 years. I think I hit it in 2019 or 20, I can't remember, but it feels for me like it's been a while, and I've been very grateful, but you know, I've had a goal to go big, to go higher. And I wasn't sure that was going to happen, you guys, because I've been pretty much at the maintaining that level of EC2, you know, right a little bit above it, but just maintaining the same volume, which has been fine. But I'm just going to tell you this because I want you to understand the magnitude of what can happen that we have no idea in 1 month. I hit EC3 on the 29th, I think, of the month, and that is 300,000 organizational volume points coming through your business. And it changed the shares to 5, and it changed my check. It doubled my check, basically. And I can't even, when you look at the earnings income disclosure, you can see what that is like. And it's hard to believe. And my husband was like, what? I go, I know. So I'm just, I mean, you just don't even know, right? And then I found out last night that I earned the South Africa trip. So, I mean,
That's
it just,
awesome.
I know, I'm so humbled, you guys. It's like, I really am. If I can do this, anybody in the world can do this. And I was in a really funky place when Lifevantage came in my life. And I just want you to understand the magnitude of this opportunity that's been put in front of you for a reason. And it's not always easy. And we have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And the only way you're going to get good is to come to events. And there are hotel rooms available, you know. Thank you, Shawnee. I couldn't have done it without you. Couldn't have done it without Rachel. Couldn't have done it without Mark. Couldn't have done it without even Heather. Tracy. Couldn't have done it. I mean, everybody. Everybody is a team. It's not just about the money. It's about this movement and what we're doing to change the world. And you're in a beautiful place. So just embrace that, feel it, feel that, I always say Lakshmi abundance, that beautiful archetype deity is all about overflowing with joy and health and wellness and prosperity and money. I mean, you don't have to be money hungry, but when you find something that's truly redefining the way people age, it is a gift of a lifetime. And people don't necessarily find Lifevantage to join, but they are going to start now. But for years, it just came your way, and there's a reason. So we're looking for you. We're wanting you as leaders to help us get this company to where it needs to be and change lives. Should I stop recording?
Sure.